So usually when people want to buy a house, they only focus on saving for the mortgage deposit, okay? Neglecting other things that they have to pay for in the house buying process, like most people are not aware. So having gone through the whole house buying process myself, today I'm going to share with you all the other hidden costs that you need to be aware of that you're likely to pay for when buying a house in the UK, okay? Every single thing, the ones that we paid for, myself and my husband, and the ones that we escaped, okay? Every single thing, all the hidden costs involved in buying a house, I'll be sharing them with you in today's video. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Stop that. Hi guys, if it's your first time on my channel, my name is Nanelle. I promise this is not how I sound on a normal day. However, I have this headache and flu. That's how I'm sounding like this. I swear I sound way sexier and way nicer in person or on a normal day. In my other YouTube videos, you can check it out. This is my sick voice, okay, pardon me. But on this channel, I talk about how to migrate to the UK, I talk about nursing, and I talk about life in the UK as an immigrant in general. So if these are topics that interest you, please consider subscribing. Guys, please help me get to 100k by liking this video, please. That's all. Like and subscribe, please. So the first thing is broker fees, okay, or mortgage broker fees, right? So ideally, mortgage brokers or mortgage advisors are not supposed to charge you whenever you finalize buying the house, okay, and then you get a lender or a bank to support you in buying the house. The lender or the bank will give the mortgage advisor a commission on the sale of the house, right? However, some mortgage brokers will charge you. We paid £240 for our mortgage advisor or mortgage broker. He told us more about the process. We had several meetings where he explained things to detail. I don't know how the other free mortgage advisors work, but I think he was a bit thorough in his explanation with things and advised us on so many things. Until date, whenever I'm unsure of anything, I still call him, and then he's always willing to help. So yeah, we paid £240 for the whole mortgage process, but he's still going to get a commission from the bank, that's Barclays, that helped us buy the house, okay? Budget this as well. Then the second thing is solicitor fees. So we went with the most affordable solicitor company in Northern Ireland, and we paid close to £1,000, okay? So the house buying process, you definitely need a solicitor. You can't do without solicitors in the process. They make sure that all the legal things are right, okay? Like everything is on point. For instance, I didn't even factor the fact that our house is close to a filling station could be a problem. Our solicitor was demanding for documents to show that the place is safe because it's close to a filling station and all that. Like, they have gone to school for this. They know what to look out for to see that, you know, the person selling the house is the person who actually owns the house, the documents are genuine and every single thing. So we pay close to £1,000 for their services, okay? And yeah, so you need to budget for that as well. Third thing I'll talk about is land registry fees, okay? So if the land is in somebody else's name and is being switched to your name after buying the house or whatever, you may have to pay something as well. We paid close to £500. I think it was 497 or something for the land registry fees. So you need to budget that as well. And then the fourth thing I'll talk about is valuation fee. So usually when you're buying a new house, you can escape this part, but if it's an old house, sometimes the bank that is lending you the money, they would want to get a valuation of the house done to see that the house is actually worth the amount you're buying it for, okay? So to get somebody to have a look at the house to see that everything is on point, there are no cracks on the wall, everything is good, to see that you're actually getting what your money is worth, okay? So you had to pay something. However, we bought a new house and they told us it wasn't necessary, so we didn't get that done. So maybe you should budget around, let's say, from £100 anything to like £1,000 or more when you have buying an old house, okay? You need to pay for this as well. And then there's also arrangement fee, okay? For the arrangement fee, I think we paid around £1,000, but it's not like physical cash that you are paying. I think they added it to the total cost of the house. The bank will charge you an arrangement fee for arranging the whole mortgage thing for you, like transferring the money to the solicitor, blah blah blah. Some also call it mortgage fees, okay? I think we paid around £1,000 for it. So I don't know if it's all banks that do it like that, or sometimes you have to pay actual cash for it. It was added to the total amounts that we are owing the bank, basically. And then there is insurance, okay? So some lenders, some banks will always insist that you get home insurance before you move into the house. Sometimes it's part of the contract, you have to get it. So basically what a home insurance does is, should anything happen to the house, if it's insured, you get money back to get it done, get it sorted or something like that. I think we are paying around £60 a month. We have insured everything in the house, even my phone, my camera, everything is insured, like the contents of the house and the structure of the house as well, so that should anything happen to the house, like we get money, enough money. You know, insurance companies here, they do work, okay, to buy a new house or get it fixed or something like that. Yeah, so that's what the home insurance is about. Sorry for the interruption, but let me say that this video is proudly sponsored by Lemonade Finance. So Lemonade Finance is a money transfer app that allows you to send money from the UK, Canada, and the US to 10 different African countries. You can send money to countries like Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Cameroon, Tanzania, Rwanda, Ivory Coast, Benin, Uganda, and no fee at all. No transfer charge whatsoever. No fee at all. And the crazy thing is, when you use my referral code Nanelle, you get 10% of the money you're transferring back into your account. So if you're sending £100, you get £10 back. If you're sending £200, you get £20 back. And guess what? You can also generate your own referral code, okay, and share with your friends. So when your friends use your referral code, you also get a bonus. Are they not amazing? You can be a low-key influencer for Lemonade Finance as well. Guys, they have the best transfer rates, okay? Lemonade Finance has the best transfer rates in the world. No debate about that. They are the best transfer rates in the world, guys. And there are no transfer charge at all. If you should develop any issues with your transfer, just contact their customer support team on the app and they'll be quick to assist you, okay? So send money to friends and family, okay, using Lemonade Finance, and let me know what you think. I'll leave a link in the description. So whether you use an Android, whether you use an iOS device, you can always download Lemonade Finance on App Store or Play Store and make your first transfer now. Don't forget to use my code, okay? And don't forget to generate your own code and share with your friends and family so that you can be a low-key influencer for Lemonade Finance as well. Thank you so much, Lemonade Finance, for sponsoring today's video. And then another type of insurance that our mortgage advisor insisted that we go for is the life insurance. Okay, so basically, because I'm buying the house with my husband, we've obviously planned that both of us are going to raise money to pay off the house in the number of years that is on our contract, right? However, God forbid, should any of us fall sick and we can't work hard to make money to pay the house, that means the other person is going to struggle. And God forbid, should any of us lose their lives, the other person might struggle. So what the life insurance basically does is, once there's, let's say, a terminal illness or whatever, or any illness that will not let the other person be able to work as hard or as before, they will give you some money to pay off the rest of the mortgage, okay? So it depends on what kind of life insurance that you're going for. We didn't just choose the one that is just death, okay? So for some of them, it's only after death that they'll give you the money to pay back if one person dies. But for us, we even chose ones that covers as when one person gets sick as well and cannot go to work, okay? So depending on the type of insurance, life insurance that you would go for, some could even cater for sickness. It can be terminal or not even terminal, like cancers or whatever. Ours has not fully gone through yet because they'll have to do loads of checks to make sure that you're not already sick now that you're coming for it to come and chop their money. So they have to do a lot of checks to see that they are not currently sick, okay, and then they'll put it through for you. So I think you can pay, let's say, around £60, £70 a month here for that as well, but I think it's something good. For the home insurance, some lenders will insist you do that, okay, but the life insurance, not everybody is eligible for that because some people already have terminal illnesses, so they may not be eligible for that. But for the home insurance, some banks will tell you need to have this done before you move into the house. Another thing is also a home buyer survey. So maybe personally, if you're buying an old house, you'd like to get an independent surveyor to go in and survey the house to see that everything is in order. There's somebody I know personally that recently bought a house. It was an old house, and then when they went for the viewing, the house actually looked very nice wallpaper and everything. When they finally bought the house and then they moved in and then they decided to change the color of the wallpaper to another wallpaper, they took out the wallpaper and they saw molds and very nasty stuff on the walls, okay? So sometimes you need a professional to go and have this check done to see that everything is on point. These people have been trained to do this, so they know what to check and what to look out for, so you don't buy something that's already damaged, okay? You have to budget for this if you can't afford a new house in your location and you're going for an old house, okay? Home improvement. Sometimes the house may be new, but there are some things that they didn't get done. So for us, for instance, although our house is new, like when you check the kitchen, where the cooker is, like above it, there's supposed to be like tiles, right? So that like the splashes from the cooking, like oil and stuff, will not damage the walls. But there were no tiles there, so all my neighbors and myself, we have to do it, okay? So sometimes there are some, you know, home improvements things that you may have to do yourself personally because the house didn't come with those things, okay? So you have to budget for all these things as well. I know that for most houses in England, sometimes they don't even do the flooring for you, so you have to pay for the flooring yourself. And I think you can spend as much as £1,000 or £2,000 getting the flooring done. So sometimes the house does not come with some bits of important things that needs to be done, so you have to budget for all these things as well, not just your mortgage deposit. And the last one I'll say is stamp duty. Okay, so in the UK, if you're buying your first home, which is lower than £500,000, you do not have to pay stamp duty. Stamp duty is a tax that you have to pay on top of like the house. Okay, in the UK, if you're a first time buyer and the house is below £500,000, you are exempted. You do not have to pay. However, if you are buying a house worth more than £500,000, or if you are buying a house that is your second house, or if you are buying a house to let, like it's for rental purposes, you'd have to pay stamp duty. And this is calculated based on the cost of the house. I think there's a percentage that they calculate for. I think it's 3% of the house cost or something like that you have to pay for. So you have to factor this in mind as well. So I hope you'll be able to benefit from this. If you got any value from this, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.